Hey guys, so I posted this video on my Instagram story and I got a lot of replies stating that they wanted to see a tutorial for this. So I'm gonna just go right into it and give you guys a quick beginner friendly tutorial. So I'm wiping my face from any residue. I'm using witch hazel, I don't use alcohol. I have like about 8 braids in my head, something I did myself, and I don't cornroll, I'm not a pro, I just did something. So I'm using darker powder just to make my cap a little bit darker. I don't use that bald cap method. It's too much sticky stuff on the face for me. So I just use the Got to Be Glued spray and I go around my hairline once and then let that dry and get tacky. And like I said, I don't use the glue, I just use the spray. So I just go one time, then I go again and I do my frontal in section. So I start with the front of my head, the middle, and I put a second layer of Got to Be spray. I use my finger because I'm lazy, but you should try and use something else because sometimes your fingers have oil and residue on it, but again, I'm lazy. So yeah, so I use the clips to keep the hair out of my face, and I'm doing the front part first. Then I do the sides, like where the sideburns are, just because if I try and do it all at once, I'll either just mess it up, I'll have it looking crooked, or it just won't all stay down. So I do the front first and make sure that's down before I do the side. So I do one side at a time. I brush the hairs out of the way so the hairs don't look like they're glued. So brush the hairs forward a little bit, like once you have it down, like I'm doing here, and then just rub your rat tail comb in there. Like I said, I sometimes use my fingers, but the comb is the best option just because it lets you get it down without getting the glue on your fingers or on the hair. So here I am doing the other side. So I have really big sideburns, so I try not to get too much of the spray on my hair because like I don't like that, but also not too much on my face. It's like a weird distinction, like that fine line between your hair and your face, without bringing the wig too much down and removing your little forehead. I don't have much of a forehead, so that's me. So there I am, just bringing the hair forward again because I don't want the hair to look like it's glued or to get stuck to the wig itself. I want the lace to get stuck to my forehead and I want the hair to look as natural as possible. So I'm putting a little bit of powder just to hide that line if there is any remaining line that you can see. I don't know if that makes sense. So the line between the lace and my forehead, just trying to hide it as much as possible, which is why I do baby hairs as well, because it definitely helps. Like I don't feel like any wig is always invisible. Like as good as they are, it's not completely invisible. Sometimes you still see that line where the wig starts, and I don't I know I got a wig, y'all know I got a wig, but I don't gotta know. So anyways, here I am cutting the baby hairs and just styling them around the frontal to give my hair a natural look. I was doing extra baby hairs here. I don't usually go this hard, but I was trying to show you the most dramatic look, which is what I go for when I'm like going out. On my regular day, I just do a little something in the front and be on my way. So I'm using the mousse from Cream of Nature and Edge Booster, I believe that's what it's called, to get my edges the way I like them. The Edge Booster is freaking amazing. I use it on my natural hair and I have extremely curly hair and it lays my natural baby hairs. So I love it. I just use it all the time. But on my natural baby hairs, I was like shocked and sold. The bigger bottle is $10. So if you're gonna buy it, just make sure you like it first. They have like smaller ones so you can test it out. But I do recommend it a lot because I love it. Anyways, once I'm done doing my baby hairs, I tie a scarf over my hair, let it sit for a while, and come back. So then I go in with my hot comb on the edges and the top of the wig just to make sure it lays extremely flat. I especially love using the hot comb on the edges, just around that perimeter, because it gives the baby hairs a really natural illusion, kind of like it's coming out of your scalp and going right into that hairline the way baby hairs would actually look, and the hot comb just really helps me with that. So I hot comb for a little bit, and then I use my Garnier Fructis oil and put it all over my hair, making sure I get the ends and the middle of the hair so that I can start to flat iron my hair. This is a very lazy flat iron, by the way, guys. It's not like my everyday flat iron where I would go from the bottom of the wig to the top. I did a quick flat iron for this video just to, you know, so you guys could see the final look. And yeah, again, I'm very lazy. So this is how I usually get ready for my day. Don't be like me, guys. Take your time from the bottom to the top so your wig can lay as flat as possible. Once I'm done flat ironing, I usually go in at the top, or while I'm flat ironing, I go in at the top with some mousse or edge control to make sure that I lay all those like flyaways at the top of the wig. Every wig has them, just make sure you get them. And I'm pretty much done. Here I am just showing you how the frontal is looking. Do you see the part that I made in that wig? Tell me that doesn't look crazy. But yeah, guys, let me know how you feel. Let me know if this helped you at all. I'm trying to make it extremely beginner friendly. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Thank you. Love you. Bye.